Welcome back to the Aussie Shed, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Project Fairlady. So, I've decided to have a little bit of a break from the bodywork that I've been doing and rebuild the gear shifter. So, this obviously is a manual transmission gear shifter assembly. Very tired, worn out looking. You can see all the rubbers, cactus. Actually, I'll get another light down on there. It's very hard to see. That's a bit better. Alright, so this is my shifter out of the Fairlady. You can see it has definitely seen better days. She is very flogged out. The shifter bushings in here were basically non-existent, and it was very, very sloppy in the vehicle. Not that I really drove it much before I pulled it apart, but the little bit of moving of the vehicle that I did, bloody shifter was like a frog in a sock. So what I've got is a Z1 shifter rebuild kit here. One of these guys. So it just comes with, I assume that's the bottom seal or the top seal. I'll work it out when I start on it. And sort of the bush body and a little bit of a retainer thingamabobby there. And over here, we also have a Z-Speed version 2 solid shifter mount kit for a right-hand drive vehicle. So this mount here replaces the factory kind of wobbly mount thing, and it comes with a new top boot thingamajiggy and all the hardware and stuff to put it all together. But the first thing we've got to do is get all this apart. That's pretty horrid looking. So I'll bag this stuff back up so I don't lose anything or get it covered in crap. And I guess I'll start getting this apart. Come on, come out of there. Alright, we'll toss this to the side because we won't be doing any more with that. Again, guys, you can check out the condition of this. Not good. Not good. Alrighty, so that's obviously got to slide back over here. But that ring there is in the way, so that is going to have to come off. Alright, that looks like it just taps down. Alright, so I'm going to take that ring there off, guys. I think that's actually just to stop the leather boot from sort of coming down. Alright, let's get all this off. Oh, fancy. Obviously not the factory shifter on this. Whoa! Bloody hell. Obviously not the factory shifter on this thing. Some piece of crap Chinese bloody garbage with an adapter on there. I do have a brand new factory shift knob for this thing. God, why do people put so much shit on their cars? Anyway. God. I might even put some gloves on. Not often I do this, guys. Not often I do this. But I just hate this kind of black, filthy, greasy crap that I can already see starting to come out of this thing. Alright, how are we going to get that off? Alright, I've got just the thing here. bearing separator. We can sit that over there, or up through there, and then squeeze it together. I'll just put a clamp across that. Good enough. Possibly going to break this plastic adapter on here, but you know what? I don't actually care. Alright. Oh, we've hit the bottom of the vise. It's alright, we'll come over a bit. And there we go, we did it. Bloody amazing. Alright. Alrighty. Now that guy's off. We can probably slide that over. Oh, have a look at all of this stuff. Look at the state of all of this. I think that can come off that way. Ugh. So I thought it was probably just going to fall to friggin' pieces. I see, I see. Now, I think that's going to have to go that way maybe to come off. Oh, I don't know. We'll just get rid of that. And just that guy. Will it go that way? I'm not sure. Might be a little bit tricky, guys. Another little thing to think about. How to get this guy off here. Now, I could just chop it and get it off, but I want to work out how I can do it without breaking it so I can get the new one on the same way. So I've either got to stretch it and do it this way, which it probably will, or I've got to stretch it and do it the other way, which it probably will as well. Maybe. One's probably going to be a better solution than the other though. I don't like the look of that. I don't think we've got any chance of getting it off there. That's a sort of a vulcanized insulator. Yeah, I reckon that'll be the go there. I'll just grab a couple of little tools. A couple of small screwdrivers. Geez, you can already see the state of my hands, guys. Have a go at this. I reckon going on, it'll slip down over this easy because we won't be fighting this little bit of a ledge that there is there. So I've just got to work out how the hell we can get it over that. Oh yeah, just keep pressure on it. That's the go. Got my hand under it, just keeping pressure on it. And it's starting to go up now. Ah, broke it. I guess we'll never know. But that's how I reckon I would have been able to get it off. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on this, I think. Because that's not a good situation. Alright, I might just go and clean this up off camera and I'll be back. Alright, that's all nice and clean now, so I can actually handle it with my bare hands. What I'm going to do now is clean up the pivot ball. Okay, so you can see all of this stuff on the pivot ball. So that's powder coating. You can see the whole unit would have been powder coated as one piece. Back in the day, I assume it's powder coating. You can see that, or some sort of really heavy duty paint. And you can see that the paint's worn away where the shifter has been moving around in the main bush area there, and it's very ridgy, has lots of marks. So because we're putting in a new bush and it's all going to be in a different position, we really need to clean up all of that excess stuff that's on there, get rid of it, and kind of polish this pivot ball up so it's nice and smooth, and so that it moves beautifully within the new bush. So I might just get into that. I'll probably give it a hit on the wire wheel, or it might be a little bit aggressive actually, but I'll have a crack at this and I'll fill you in what I've done once it's done. Alrighty, I'll be back again. Alright, I'm back. So now I have a nice, clean, shiny, polished ball. And I don't have to tell you gentlemen out there how important it is to keep your balls nice and clean and shiny when possible. So how did I do this? Well, I'll just give you a quick run through. I started with this. That's like a Scotch-Brite pad that's impregnated with some sort of abrasive. That's a fairly sort of a coarse pad. I use that to get all the paint off, and this is the same thing but sort of a finer version. Then I use that to get rid of any scratches that the first one had put on. And I switched over to a stitched buffing mop or pad. This is quite a hard thing with brown compound, and then just a loose leaf sort of a buffing pad with some green compound just to clean it up at the end. And as I said, that's the result. And look, it's, in my opinion, this thing was never perfect from the factory. I can see a lot of marks in it that look like they've been there right from the word go. Actually, they're more just an irregularity in the surface, which seems to be from the factory. But it's certainly, as good as it could be. At this stage in its life, it's pretty good. I really can't complain. It's pretty good, but it's not perfect. But I don't think it was ever perfect. But at least I know I've given it the best chance to function as best as possible in its new service life. Alright, I'll get rid of all this crap and we'll look at getting that new bush back on over this. Alrighty, let's fit this new bush. So I'm going to whack a bit of moly grease on it, and then I'm going to slide it down from the top. So this is our old one here. It was circles to the bottom, and here's our new guy, and it is circles to the bottom, one would assume. So it has to go on that way. Alrighty, here I go. Throw a little bit of grease all around this just to make it move nice and easily. Throw a bit of grease in this just because. It'll be good to pack this until it starts oozing out anyway. Alright, we'll do this together. See what happens. It's quite a stretch. It's bloody scaring me, I tell you. Bloody hell. Do not like this one little bit. I am scared. I I'm scared. This just does not want to go. The new bush feels actually stiffer than the old one. Realistically, we want to get this through nice and evenly. Might get the bearing separator back out. Well, there we go, we're through the first bit. Second bit's on. Hopefully we can just get it through without destroying it. There we go. We did it, guys. We did it. Oh, I tell you what. Talk about freak me the hell out. Oh, gosh. Now we'll just give it copious amounts of grease. I would assume that would be the go anyway. Just make sure it's well and truly packed. Fill up all those crevices as best as we can. Make them all up. Well, that's looking about as full of grease as one could get it. Ugh. Alright, seals. Little one on the top, big one on the bottom. Interesting. We better take this thing off. Will we be able to get it through over? Oh no, it'll go over. It'll go over. It's alright. Now that kind of has to go that way. I think. Yep, that's it. Okay, so it should be that side. Maybe. What's the go with this thing? This bloody ring. This guy might go on there first, like that. And that rubber goes on over the top. I guess that's it, guys. I guess it just sits like that. Unsure about that ring though. It does appear to go that way, but without instructions, it's a little bit tricky. Anyway, we can always reverse it. That's not a problem. But I think that appears to be it. All we've got to do is just get the rest of it together. And see where we go from there. Okie dokes. Well, I think that's our setup right there. I guess the other bolt is probably for if you have an aftermarket shifter, whereas our factory shifter has a stud, unless their supplied nut doesn't fit on the stud, which is very possible. Oh no, it does. We're laughing. Look at that. Looking very good, very good. Not bad, guys, that's not bad. Everything seems to be doing what it's meant to be doing. Nothing's loose. Alright, I guess that's where we are at this stage. Fan-bloody-tastic. And again, just for comparison, there's our factory mount. So you can see the way our cover's around here. So you can see that was obviously a stud, which is this stud guy here. We had a hole in the top, which is that one there. You know, all good. So now, the next thing we got to do, the old shifter bushing. Now, have I got some surprises for you guys with this? But we'll have to save that for the next video.